Ever pondered if reality fluctuates when you gaze upon it? Let's plunge into the mystifying world of quantum physics to explore this very question. We all perceive reality in our own unique way, but what if I told you that this reality is not as static as you might think? Welcome to the concept of the observer effect, a riveting theory in the domain of physics. This theory suggests that the mere act of observing a phenomenon inevitably alters that very phenomenon. How does this relate to energy and vibrations, you may ask? Well, in quantum physics, particles exist in a state of vibration. Their energy levels change according to these vibrations. The act of observing can impact these vibrations, thereby altering the energy state of the particles. Consider the metaphor of a tree falling in a forest. Does it produce a sound if no one is there to it? According to quantum physics, the answer might not be as clear-cut as you'd think. This concept challenges us to question the nature of our reality. Are we just bystanders, or do our observations actively shape the world around us? So are we, in a sense, architects of our reality? Hold on tight as we journey further into this quantum conundrum. Imagine flipping a coin in a box where nobody can see it. In the world of quantum physics, that coin is both heads and tails at the same time. This mind-bending concept is the observer effect, which can be best illustrated by Schrödinger's cat thought experiment. Picture a cat, a flask of poison, and a radioactive source, all placed inside a sealed box. Quantum mechanics suggests that until the box is opened, the cat is both alive and dead simultaneously. Now let's another fundamental element of quantum physics, energy and vibrations. Energy, often visualized as waves of vibration, is interconnected with the observer. The act of observing isn't just passive, it vibrates, it sends out energy. This energy influences the quantum possibilities, causing them to collapse into one observed reality. When you observe, you're sending out vibrational energy that interacts with the quantum system, the cat or the coin inside the box. It's only when look inside, sending out our energy, that the cat must be either alive or dead, not both. Similarly, our coin in the box exists in a superposition of states. It's both and tails. When you take a peek, you force the system to collapse into one definite state through your vibrational energy. Once you open box, the coin must decide, heads or tails. It's not a simple choice, it's a reaction to your observation, your energy. Your observation, therefore, doesn't just witness reality, it helps shape it. So, how does the observer effect influence our everyday lives? Just as the observer effect determines the outcome in quantum physics, a comparable principle applies to our reality. Our focus and attention, they serve as the observer in a quantum experiment, sending waves of influence into our reality. Consider this. Ever noticed how when you're focused on something, whether it's a goal, an idea, or a fear, it seems to become more prominent in your life? That's your observer effect at play, affecting the energy and vibrations of your reality. When you focus on positive outcomes, you're not just more likely to notice opportunities that align with those outcomes, but you also influence the energy and vibrations around you, much like how an observed particle behaves in a predictable way. Conversely, focusing on negative scenarios not only directs your reality towards them, but also affects your energy and vibrations, akin to observing a particle into an undesired state. In other words, your focus and attention, like the observer effect in quantum physics, have the power to shape your reality and influence its energy and vibrations. So, what reality, what energy, and what vibrations will you choose to observe today?